microphone. We are live, people, but we're on a slight delay, about a 4-minute delay. And I apologize. It's been a while since I've been live. So I need to get my water. And while we're playing, we're playing 2 games of Big O. And let me make sure that the microphone is set up. This might take me a second. Sources. Got some pots brewing here while we're setting up the microphone. In position. Not a bad turn. Definitely am going to need my water. Testing. All right, let me see. Audio input. There we go. Let me just adjust the settings. Microphone is Yeti Nano. Oh, well, I might be getting quartered here. Nope, we get half. We'll take it. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from on this Friday afternoon. And let me make sure I got everything set up here properly. So we're on a 4-minute delay. And which side of the room is that light coming from? I'm going to turn that light down. See if we can change a few things. And I'll be right back because I got to get my water. I'm a little parched. Such is the life of a grinder. Alright. Ooh, that light's still coming in a little weird. I have to have that window open because I'm planning on smoking a doob with you guys. Because I just got my taxes done today. Look at that. Premium. Let's see how that looks. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know where you guys are tuning in from. It's been a while since I have streamed, so bear with me. And I got my water bottle with me. Don't know if we're gonna get any music going quite yet. I'm just getting my juices flowing, if you will. But feel free to ask me anything. Just be aware that there's a 4-minute delay. And I see there's 2 of you guys tuned in right now. Oops. I'm going to Oops. Wrong button. Alright, what do we do? Flop the nuts? Against your average player, you would check to him. Against Dirty Dut, you have to bet into him. Ooh. It's not exactly the card I was looking for when the board's all clubs. Like, what else is he calling with? He's got, King Deuce, maybe? I don't like any of it, that's for sure. Alright, let me know how everything sounds so far, guys. And I'm live in the chat. So the feed is 4 minutes delayed, I believe. I'm going to double check that. Yep, it's 4 minutes delayed. And but the chat should be live, just like I am. Coming to you on this Friday afternoon from the Madhouse. Here comes the Dirty Dut. Ooh, we flopped the nut flush draw with a 56 low draw, a straight draw, top pair, top kicker, and we get a full pot size bet. So because we have all of these things, we could actually make the argument to re-rip it here, but we're just going to call. I prefer like a 3 or a deuce. I think he's got a set. Alright, I'm going to let him have this one. It's like literally the worst turn in rivers for me. Let me see if I can get the cord for the MacBook set up here for some music. Or I guess I could play some music on my laptop. Why don't we try that? You guys gotta let me know how loud it is, though. This will be interesting. I really should get... we're definitely not going anywhere with 3 jacks. That's not a bad river for us, but he probably has 8-9. He could have 8-9. I have an 8 to remove 8-9. Just going to check it back. Realize my equity. So maybe I get called. I don't know. Like, what's going to call me there that's I'm beating? Maybe Jack 9? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe, though. Him and I have been battling back and forth a little bit. So, not exactly the flop I was looking for. How are we doing? We're up on this table. We're up 7. On this table, we're up 13. We're having a good day so far. So we start the stream up about 2K. Now, the history of streams, I'm like literally 2 for 14 in streams. So I think I've had like 12 losses and 2 wins. So we're up 2K on these 2 tables. I'm planning on streaming for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. If we can finish, and you know what? My MacBook's here. It just doesn't even need to be plugged in to play music. But if we can finish up 2K in an hour, I'll consider that a success. So I think I'm going to play with you guys for probably another hour or so. It's only 3:15. It's basically not even noon on the West Coast. Let's look for some alternate music. That's what I'm going for. Of the 2000s. All right, let's just see what the card gods want us to listen to. All right. Let me know how that volume is. That might be a little too loud. There we go. I like to have it as like background music more than anything. Just keep in mind, when I do play the music for the live stream, I get rid of all my monetization, so I don't make like $2 on this live stream. Like, you know, I mean, not that $2 is a big deal, but hey, $2 in today's world, I can get you a Snickers bar at a gas station today. So don't undervalue the value of a Snickers bar. I mean, if you're having a bad tournament day, and then you eat that Snickers bar like during your break, all of a sudden you like start focusing in. That $2 Snickers bar could be worth thousands. See, this is the logic that goes through my brain on a Friday afternoon. And I think one of the things I am going to do is step up just a little bit. This feels a little low. Ooh, we have a double suited ace, deuce, 3, 4. Uh-oh. That's the highest it goes. You know what? Ooh, look at him. I'm going to grab my wife's pink gaming chair. Give me 1 second. It's more comfortable. Oh, now he checks. All right. Uh-oh. What do you do on the river? Jack. Yeah. Alright. Her chair's more comfortable anyways. Oh yeah. It's a pink gaming chair. There we go. Oh, this feels way better. Sits up a little higher. Ooh. I mean, some of you might be saying, how am I calling a 3-bet here? I mean, it's 180. I'm closing out the action. Alright. Not going to go anywhere with that flop. We are getting it all in with a 1-to-1 SPR here. Sometimes you have these situations occur. Johnny's ahead. He's got a pair of 10s with the wrap. We are way behind, people. Oh, nice hand, Johnny. All right. Well, so far, we are not doing well for the stream. We started off up a bunch. Now we're down 400 here. So we're down 1,100 since we started. Ugh. Yeah, that's like the ideal flop for Johnny, too. I mean, for really both of us. But, like, him having a pair of 10s and me having a pair of 7s, he's just way ahead. Like, once I saw that, I'm like, that's literally the worst position I could be in. I'd rather have him have a set of 10s or a set of kings there. I'm going to do a little blocker bet here. It's like blocker bet, failure bet. If he's got like a baby full house like Queen Jack, he can call. If he's got all of his busted draws, he can fold. He might bluff here. He's probably got pocket kings. And that's a situation where I'd rather bet, because you can bet fold, or if you check and he bets like half pot, probably calling there. Alright, no one really should have 9 jack, 6 9 here. So they both should have lows. Alright, and I'm beating a lot of single pair highs. Like, if he's got ace, ace, 4, it's a tough call. I'm planning on checking just about every single river except for a 10. 10 comes out, I'll bet it. Every other river I'm checking. Even a 4 I'm going to check. I mean, if he had 9 jack on the turn, he actually would have bet pot on the turn, right? I snap called. got my heart going a little bit. So I see there are 8 of you guys logged in, checking this out. Where's everybody watching from? Because right before this stream, I got done with my taxes. So we're going to have a celebratory doob. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Not if the wife's home. She doesn't like it when I smoke in the house. Especially when it's warm outside. And when I say warm, I mean it's like an easy 41 degrees outside. Maybe 42. That's our definition of warm up here. So she'll see that and be like, why are you smoking inside? Look at this pot. Good Lord, Johnny. Whew. What do you have? He had queens full of 5s. And what did the other guy have? He had 2 pair, ace, 3-3. Oh, so did he bluff at it on the river? Yeah, he bet it, and Johnny called. That's pretty standard. You know, and look at this. We're 3-handed. I mean, these pots are big. I mean, 3-handed, and we have 10K on the table. Ooh, look at this. Effervescence, right? This is a great song. And these do have antes, so you can see that the nice thing is like he raises for 8. Normally the pot would be like 28, but because of the ante, you can make it a little bit more. Let's see how much Johnny wants to ride this hot wave. Wow, he folds to a 3-bet. Whew. That's fair. Now, this is what I'm going to call at least one time. We're deep enough, especially if a queen peels off. It looks nice and juicy. It'll be a black queen, too, not a heart. We have, 2 pair, not low draw. Ooh, that was close. I mean, that was like a pinch me, wake me up inside moment. Oh, I really don't like the 10. Push bets a lot of 10s there. I mean, I could bluff at it because of the 10, but he's also likely to call. Like, maybe I can fold there. Infinite 10s, right? Yeah. Oh my word. Like I said, he had me in really bad shape there. Alright, does not sound like the wife is home. So, and I understand that some of you don't like the smoking, and I appreciate that. I'm cutting back. Like the last 2 times I went to the smoke shop, spent hardly any money. I shouldn't say hardly any money, but like when I'm used to spending $100 or $200 every time I go there, now I spend like 40 or 50. But I do have to open up that window. So it is going to be bright here for a little bit. Maybe I'll turn this. Let's see if I turn this a little bit. There. That makes it a little bit better. Plus, I know you guys aren't tuning in to watch me. You're just tuning in to see the play, see the action. That's what it is. And that's fair. I've never seen this video. What kind of woman is going to be singing while she's dangling off a cliff? Alright, see 5 of you guys tuned in now. Alright, we have a complete wrap. Let me know what questions you guys have, if any. I guess I should verify that the audio is on, huh? Let's see. Alright. Seems to be okay. Seems to be fair. Maybe the volume here can be turned down just a hair. Oh, we flop an open ender. We're not going to go anywhere here. Hello. Hello, bottom set. I mean, just river another 5 or... we don't really want the queen. I guess a 7 would be okay. Hello, bottom set. I don't think we can slow play this. Wow. Muni's VPIP's 38%. 15% steal rate. Let's see if it's a good fold. Huh. Good bet on him. I mean, it's a semi-bluff. I guess I should have just rammed and jammed. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that was too nitty of a fold. Bottom full house. He bets full pot. Like, look at this. I'm going to fuck this hand up by slow playing it. Oh, maybe not. Let me see if this works. Alright. I'm going to bet, like, something that might get him to raise if he's got 10 deuce. Now, if he 4-bets here, he's got quads. Yeah, he knew the gig was up. He had 10 deuce. Ah! The table's over with. Johnny left. The other guy left. Gonna lock in this $85 loss on this table. Alright. Well, that happens sometimes, people. But this other game's still going. We're 7-handed. Yo. Alright. Here we go. We got Robert's tuned in from the Venetian. What up, baby? Just to let you guys know, we squared away our next live stream, which is going to be on Venetian Poker Live as well as Poker Go. It is going to be April 25th. I believe that's a Thursday. Let me check my calendar real quick. It's the last Thursday in the month. Oh my god, look at this. We potted. TW really pots it here. Dirty Dut's coming along. I mean, I expected just to go call. Spice Dog might rip it in here. Okay, and then he's going to rip it, and then he's going to call. And yeah. Here we go, 374 in this 2-4 Big O game. Pre-flop. Hit me, pick me. I'm never going anywhere with that flop. Bottom pair. Nut low draw, backdoor diamonds, gut shot. This is what dreams are made of, people. When a 3 peels off, he's got... Oh, come on, give us a low one. Give us a low... Ooh, a 3! Boom, boom, boom. We made $4 on that sweat because he ends up having nut clubs. Ooh, if it's a different 3, we get a bigger one. This is the fun of beauty of Pot Limit Omaha. But yeah, so at the Venetian, brother, thanks for tuning in. But, yeah, our next stream is going to be that Thursday. It's going to be a 25-25 PLO. And we're going to do something a little bit different. On the small blind jackpot, look at this action. Jesus, these hands are just out of control. I really want to call here, but it's like, in any case, Outlaw's got a stack of 8K. Push has got 5K here. Whew. On the small blind jackpot, what we're going to do to start off the game and to start it off is everybody's going to put a quarter on it. So it's going to start off at $175, and then when somebody hits it, everybody's going to put a quarter in it, and then the button, because they just hit it, puts in an extra quarter. So that way it'll always start off at $200. And on a 25-25 game, you know, if you open for like pot, which would be $100, there's really no card, no hand you can have in Pot Limit Omaha that you can fold $75 for when you're getting $325 worth of equity on it. So we figured it's a great way that it'll force players in the small blind to put money in the pot, unless it's like 3-bet. And even on a lot of 3-bets, there's some hands where you're like, you know, somebody opens to 100, and say somebody 3-bets to 300. There's a lot of hands where you're calling 300, and since there's 200 already committed, you know the other guy is going to call 300, so it's like calling 200 to win 800, so you're still getting 4-1 on your buddy. It'll make it a really interesting dynamic in the stream, so I'm pretty pumped about that. But and I'm also grateful that the Venetian is displaying games like Pot Limit Omaha, Double Board Bomb Pot, and Big O. It's innovative. You know, Wayne and I were having this discussion that we are actually like the trendsetters with the Venetian on Pot Limit Omaha and Pot Limit Omaha streams. I mean, if you look at like some of the most successful Pot Limit Omaha streams, like Hustler Casino, they did a 100-200 Pot Limit Omaha stream with Jungleman, and it only got like 48,000 views. And don't get me wrong, like, I don't expect to get that many, okay? Like, last time, I think we got, like, 4K views on one source, and then the other source we got, like, 10K. So we got, like, 15K between Poker Go and Venetian Poker Live so far. And it's been a week. But, so it's actually trending pretty well. And that's without any short contents, which we're going to put those out here in a little bit. I just had to get my taxes done first. But what I'm getting at is, yeah, for them to offer us that 25-25 PLO to do a live stream is going to be beautiful. And we're going to wear the suits again, but I already talked to Wayne about this. We initially were going to do famous duos on each different live stream. So what we decided to do is we're going to do famous duos on each of our meetup games. So if you want to see what outfits or costumes or whatever we have for what the next set of costumes are, join us for our meetup game, which is that Saturday from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock at the Venetian Poker Room. We're going to be playing a 5-5 mix, Big O, Pot Limit Omaha, and $10 double board bomb pots with $10 on the small blind jackpot. And who knows, after everybody sees how the small blind jackpot works on the stream, maybe all the players will want to change it to where when you sit down, everybody adds $10. But we might do that on the main game. We're on the mini game, the feeder, because last time we had 2 tables. We probably won't do that, but that might be the one difference. Now, the other thing is, we had 2 tables on our meetup game, which was that Saturday after the stream, and then we had 2 tables on Sunday. We had a 1-2 PLO mix that did not offer the small blind jackpot. It actually ran really smoothly that way, and it was a 200 to 1K buy-in, so it was kind of like the feeder to the bigger game, which was a 5-5 mix, 300 to 2K. And that 5-5, 300 to 2K, we had these 2 crazy rich Asians that one was in for like 10K within the first 45 minutes. The other one was in for 6K. And it was funny because, and I'm telling you guys this story for a couple different reasons. And one of the reasons why you guys should tune in at these live streams that I do going over these hands is these stories that I tell, because they relate to a lot of things. But Wayne and I have been trying to get that mixed PLO South Point game over to the Venetian, and probably drop the Deuce to 7 drama and the PLO 5 stuff, because live PLO 5 established games are for nits. And the Deuce to 7 drama, even though I like it, I'm a pro. Not many recreation players are going to be like, yeah, let me play Deuce to 7 drama pot limit style. Like, you're literally gutting all the fish all at the same time, because the first time somebody plays Deuce to 7 pot limit drama And they call off all their chips with like an 87, and all of a sudden you've got like a 7, and you've got trips on the Omaha side. They're just like, why did I ever play this game? And then they're never playing it again. So Wayne and I have been trying to get the South Point game over to the Venetian because, of course, we're influencers and we're paid to influence. So Josh from South Point, God bless his heart, I think we won him over because he was sitting right in between these Asian guys, and he's sitting across the table from me, and I bought in for I think I bought him for 2K, and I got like 6 or 7 in front of me, like in the first 45 minutes. And he nods his head, and he goes, I understand why you guys want to move the game over here. And he goes, I think I'm going to try talking to the boys about it this week. So Josh from South Point, if you're out there watching, or the boys from South Point are out there watching, I appreciate all of you, but I've been preaching that there's just more action over there. There's players. We had to play. One of those players didn't even know how to play Big O. We explained it to him 5 or 6 times, and he didn't even care that he was in the game for 6,000. He was just having a good time. The other guy, he was in the game for 10K. He seemed to care, but he wasn't super annoyed. And of course he was just rebuying for 2K at a time. And when I left, he finally got it up to 4K or 4,500, and I was like, yeah, he's probably a really good aggressive Omaha player. But that's what you want. You want new blood coming in. You want people firing those bullets. And you get that at the Venetian, where, quite frankly, yeah, it's a convenient drive because it's 5 minutes from your house because you're a local, and I understand that. But you got to get new blood in the game in order to keep it going, baby. So I told Josh from South Point, I said, I respect you guys a lot. I said, but I think it's inevitable. The game's just eventually going to move over. I said, if not, then it'll just be 2 games of mixed PLO, which I think is great anyways. But yeah, every Saturday, mixed PLO at the Venetian. The live list starts at noon. The game gets going, I think, at 4 o'clock, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 4 o'clock it gets going every Saturday. It might be listed on Poker Atlas at 5 o'clock, but they're supposed to change that. I'll talk to Tommy about that later. All right, next question. We got somebody tuning in from South Carolina. I appreciate that. Yigdri, Woot, Florida. What up, Charles? Charles Yigdri, he plays at the Madhouse. Where would you play live Big O tonight? Let's see. Tonight's Friday. Honestly, Friday night at South Point, they do have a 5,100 limit. Round by round 08, and then Omaha High. That's probably where I would play tonight. It's not quite Big O, but that's what I would play tonight if I was in Vegas. Otherwise, if you are in Vegas and you wanted to get a 1-2 Big O going, if you go to the Venetian, they will start the list. I think Friday and Saturday, they had 1-2 Big O, as well as PLO 4, as well as $10 double board bomb pot, all at the same time on Friday. And then on Saturday, we had the mix going. So yeah, I would probably go to the Venetian if you're in Vegas. Hey, it's the Professor. Love the Harry and Lloyd suits. Thank you, Jason. Really appreciate that, man. We put a lot of thought and time and energy and effort into those suits. They were custom made, and shout out to Bespoke in Las Vegas. The guy that we saw at Bespoke, he was looking at the lapels, he was looking at every single little detail, the buttons. The only thing that we did a little bit differently is on my suit, the orange suit. It's supposed to be 6.5 inches wide on the lapel, but that would be a little too costumey, especially since I was dropping on just my suit alone was $3,000. But I absolutely loved it. After the live stream, Wayne, of course, lost $13,000, so he wasn't exactly up to chatting with people, which I can understand. I wouldn't be either. But after the live stream, I was we went out to eat, then we played some more, and then afterwards I left at 2:30 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. But even when I left, I was I have to walk around the casino in this outfit just for 30 minutes to an hour. We have a raise and a 3-bet. It's a pretty good flop. We want to keep people in this hand, so we're going to bet low because we flopped the nuts with an ace-3 low draw. So we're hoping we get raised here. It's okay if we go call. We want this hand to go 3 ways. Jesus Christ, these guys are on to me. Wow. They just know. Maybe my betting structure has to change here. But yeah, so we spent a lot of money on the suits. We are going to upgrade the hats. That's one thing we are going to upgrade. And we're working on that. The stream was really good too. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of great feedback. The biggest feedback we got, like Tommy said, he goes, we got a lot of great feedback from you guys on the stream. More positive feedback than we expected, and well, not that what they expected, but more positive feedback. I think than the Big O, and they said so. We're definitely going to give you guys another shot. They wanted to change it to PLO4 so we can get some more hands out. So if you go back, I think we got Outlaw. He might have Ace 4-6. Not might. He has Ace 4-6, or he has Ace 4 with diamonds, or Ace 4 with spades. He never raises unless he's trying to both. So this is a situation where you just fold, even though you have the nut low. At best, I'm getting quartered. It's very player specific. Look at his VPIP; it's 25%. He's probably watching right now, which is fine. But, yeah. So I was walking around the casino at night in those suits, and the best part about it is there'd be like a group of like 6 or 8 ladies, all because it's a Friday night, standing there in a circle. And I told this story to my wife, and she was laughing her ass off. And I'd walk right by them, and half of the lady group would stop whatever conversation they were having and make eye contact with me and not even do anything else. And then the other half that had their backs turned towards me would see their fellow sisters looking at something like, this is a spice I would like to try. And they would all turn around and they would go, why, hello, sir. And I'd go, well, hello, ladies. It was the funniest thing. I told my wife when I walked by I could just hear them all go sploosh. So I said to Wayne, I said, we have to do that again after the live stream. I said, regardless whether you win or lose, I said, you have to just do that just to have that experience. Because it's absolutely hilarious. It just makes you feel amazing, And not only that, I mean, I look good in those suits, so thank you. I appreciate that. Bottom full house feels bad against that jam. Yeah, I think it was a good fold. I mean, obviously he had Ace 10 Jack, and I guess I would have won, but yeah, I don't like that pot size bet either, Robert. Some players I'll call, some players I'll definitely do that against. If it's push, I'd probably call. Sometimes I'm going to call against Outlaw, but yeah, against that specific player, I'm not going to. Nathaniel, Persol, you guys keep crushing me in this game. That does happen from time to time. Here, I think I was down. Yeah, well, I came back. But for the stream, I started off up $2,000, and now look at this, 650 and 85. This is ridiculous. I like streaming and communicating with you guys, but I kid you not, I think I am now 2 and 13 on streams. This is frustrating. Every time I stream, I punt, and it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. But God bless it. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream until I'm even. I'll just be stubborn. We'll see. I like the small blind jackpot. That sounds good for the game, but using it at my game. Yeah. Now think about everybody anteing when it gets hit. I mean, it instantly creates a juicy image, because then, even on a 5-5 game, if the small blind jackpot's $10, everybody anteing makes it 80 right away, and it's well, it's 5-5 blinds. That's pretty good. So I like that twist on it. And here's the other thing that I really like about it, because I believe I'm an innovator of poker. I try to be an innovator of poker as much as possible. I believe that I'm an ambassador to new ideas in poker. I really hope that it goes viral. I hope that people see that and they're I like that. I hope JRB's game is screw it, on the 100-200 game, let's all put $200 on the small blind jackpot every time, and then put $200 every time the button's on you. Or maybe make it a nickel, like in that game, because you could theoretically do it. Yeah, you could. Everybody put a nickel on it, so it starts off at 3,500. Boom, that changes the dynamics of the game instantly. Ugh. Unfortunately, last night the Venetian could only get PLO going versus Big O. Sometimes that happens, but you know what? The PLO game there is juicy. I'm assuming you played the PLO while you were waiting. But let me know if that PLO game was juicy, because every time I've been there, the game has been juicy and it's had a good influx of players. Oh, dude, yeah, that 10-10 game. Oh my god, that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts, Rob. And that 25-25 game, we're probably going to have Dr. Chris. Not probably. I think Dr. Chris is already confirmed. Don's confirmed. I think John's confirmed. And then we're reaching out to a few other people. I reached out to Rampage, and he said he was going to be out of town on the 27th. Maybe we'll see if he's in town on the 24th, because I think the live stream is on the 24th. See if he wants to do that. He might be in town on the 24th. You know what? I'm going to reach out to him today. This song is about his daughter. This is a great song. This looks like a blocker bat, like he's got ace-high clubs. No, that's a little pure value. Ace-3 of clubs, ace-deuce of clubs. Nope, he must have ace-3 of clubs. He's probably calling a lot if he's got a two-way hand. Or he could have a bad read on him. That's possible, too. Yeah, the 10-10 game was nuts, bro. And then the 5-5 beat-up game. I've had 10K swings in that game where I've been down like 6 to 8K, and then at the end of the night I'm up like 4 or 5K. That's a 10K swing. I think it was, where are we at? We're in April now, March. I think the February meetup game, I started off down 4,000 or 5,000, and I ended up the night 9,000. That was a $14,000 swing in a 5-5 game. But you guys saw how I play live, and you guys watch me here. I had the highest pre-flop regression, pre-flop raises, and I also had the highest VPIP. I don't know if I maintained that throughout the night, but yeah. So instead of us getting 76 hands out during the live stream, I'm thinking we're probably going to get about 85 hands out over 5 hours. Maybe we'll get a little bit more. The typical no limit game gets like 120 out, give or take. So, we are getting 2/3 the amount of hands out. So we'll see. Push checks back. That's kind of a blocker bet. Semi bluff. Ooh, river full house. Oh. But yeah, PLO is definitely becoming way more popular. Big O's becoming popular. I don't know. It's looking that way, that it's becoming more popular. And the funny thing is I talked to a decent amount of No Limit Hold'em vloggers. I won't mention their names, but they've told me in confidence that, in a way they wish they switched over to Pot Limit Omaha, or at some point they tried. And their viewers didn't like it. So they kind of felt like they were stuck just doing No Limit Hold'em vlogs. So that's kind of interesting when you think about it. But I'm sure if I switched over to No Limit Hold'em, you guys would be like, what the fuck, Professor? I mean, don't get me wrong, I have played No Limit Hold'em, and I do have a very wide open style on No Limit Hold'em. I do a lot of non-GTO shit in Hold'em, so I guess I could do a vlog in Hold'em or two, but I don't know. It's two-card poker. It's not that interesting to me. I try to make it interesting, but I just can't. I don't know. You guys let me know if I'm being too crazy or what. And no offense to Hold'em vloggers, like, they're competing against a lot. I give them mad props. Now that's kind of a tight fold, but I think I'm gonna take a break for the day. I was up a lot. Now I'm up like 500. Lost like 1,500 on the stream. I had a curse. I think this was 2 years ago, where anytime I played on a Thursday, I lost. So I stopped playing on Thursdays for like 6 months. If this is my last live stream online, well, I shouldn't say that, because I did win the live stream on the Venetian Poker Live, and I did talk to Wayne, and I said, it's like I'm sacrificing to the card gods by always losing online. That way I'll always win on the live stream. I said, maybe that's what the card gods are doing to me. Which, if they are, I appreciate it, because at least I'm winning in the live stream. They're actually bigger games. So, okay, I'll accept that from the card gods. But if I don't get back on a live stream like this again for 6 months, please don't hate me. But I think I've literally lost like 6 live streams in a row that were online versus live. Yeah. So, let me see. So I think I'm going to end the stream for the day. It's 4 minutes. I'm going to give it about another minute, and then I'll click on the off button, and then it'll take 4 minutes to wrap up. So if you have any last questions for me in the next minute, go ahead and shoot for it. Rob says, or just keep asking me questions. I'll be in Vegas for a month by next weekend. First time back since 2007. Trying to see how I do if I have the will to play every day. That 8-16-08 at the Orleans, PLO, Venetian, Win, and Aria. Answering your question live. Alright, so you guys are going to keep me on a little bit longer when you ask me these questions. So first of all, that 8-16 game is the perfect game to build a bankroll off of. If I were you, I would just grind that game definitely for a month. You can win $1,000 a day grinding that game. You also have to time it where track, like no matter what you're doing right now, Rob, get a poker tracker. It's one of the first things I recommend to all of my students. Because the poker tracker is going to tell you things that you won't know if you don't put it in there. And be religious about all of your sessions. Put them in there like your life depends on it, because guess what? It does. Your winning sessions, your losing sessions, any of the notes you got to put in there, like game was super loose, or none of the regs were there, or if you have a big win because you won, like they have a lot of promos at the Orleans, quad nines, for 1,800 or something like that, and you count that towards your bankroll, because it should count towards your bankroll, because guess what? When you're playing it, it gets taken out of your bankroll and promo drops, so it should count towards your bankroll if it gets hit. So that also answers another question. If you hit something like a bad beat jackpot or a promo, does that count towards your bankroll? There's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't think it should. No, absolutely it should. Why? Because your bankroll pays for that promo drop. Anybody who thinks otherwise is just wrong. Sorry. But yes, I would play that 8-16 game at the Orleans until you had a comfortable, sizable bankroll to mix in other things, such as $300 buy-in tournaments. If you want to mix in some tournaments. That would, if you said, Professor, give me a plan on playing pro for the rest of my life, and I'm familiar with 08, I would start on that 8-16 game. By the time the series rolls around, you can switch it over to 20-40, because there's always a 20-40 high-low going at the Paris during the series. Or a 20-40 mix. Just switch to one of those two during the series, and then just play that for the entirety of the series. Man, you are housing those joints. Awe-inspiring. 81608 Orleans might be my favorite Vegas game. It's a fun game. I love the $2 chips. You know, especially when it's a full kill. Can't find it most times or even PLO. It's hard. Where do I get a seat? Can't believe I have so many opportunities to play out in Vegas. Well, that's the other thing, Rob. Embrace Vegas for what it is. But also, if you're going to be out there for 30 days, here's the other key. You don't have to play every day. This is something I preach to my students, brother. There is always more time to play poker. Okay? One of my first students, we were out there in Las Vegas during the series. And he's crushing 20-40 at the bell. You know, he's just playing Hold'em. And my birthday is during the series every year. My birthday is June 6th. So I believe this year we have the double board bomb pot celebration, which I already won a double board bomb pot this year, but I'm going to win this one for my birthday. For sure. Absolutely. But you have to understand, in Las Vegas, bro, there is always more time for poker. Okay? So one of these times, it was my birthday. I had tickets to the Blue Man Group. I bought the tickets for my birthday. I just wanted to celebrate with my buddies. Brent Francis, which if you go back on some of my early vlogs, we had an inside joke with this guy named Brent Francis. He was there at my birthday, and then so was Johnny Stacks. And then my student was not because he was playing 20-40 at the bell. And I said, bro, there's always more time to play poker. Like, the 20-40 at the bell is still going to be there when we're done seeing Blue Man Group. You know, it's my fucking birthday. Come on, you know? Forget about it now. I still love him anyways. But I did not realize at the time, which I realize now, is when you have a newer student or somebody who's newer into entering the realm of professional poker, they don't understand that concept right away of there's always more time for poker. So it's something I preach to my new students a lot. If you're going to be in Las Vegas for 30 days, schedule time off. Just do it now. Just schedule the time off now. What days of the week you want to take off and why. You know, and maybe what you do is you play the first 6 days and you play at a bunch of different places to find out how you want to base your days of the week off. You know, so you can do that for the first 6 days or so. But schedule some time off because Vegas will have a drain on you. And it's really hard to fucking grind every day. You know, super grindy. Finally have a hand. My God, I'm so card dead. Alright, here comes out the other questions. No Limit Hold'em Professor doesn't have the same ring to it. No, it does not. Jamming to Gorillas. Yeah, I got the alt sound going on. So whatever the card gods are determining. Gut shot, straight draw, king high clubs, backdoor low. We've got a lot of equity here. But since we're 4 ways, we don't need to blow up the pot. We can just do $30. Like 4 clubs would be brilliant. Oh, Spice Dog with the check pot. This is a cheeky one. I mean, I guess he has the ace high clubs with the... I don't know. Oh boy, I'm so embarrassed. I almost called. My new ex-boy was calling. I guess I should have called. I'm such a fish. Guess he's only doing it with a set. Well, now that I know that, I'll make a note. Yeah, here I have a scooper. 37 low. Oh, that's gross. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's just got a set. It's gross. Well, he has 35 lows, so I would have chopped it with him, but still. I play so bad. All right, I'm gonna go back to playing reckless. I don't care. That's $2,000. Even though I'm planning on getting off the stream unless you guys keep flooding in the questions, is just completely live. I'm just like, screw it at this point. So let's go. There's enough No Limit Hold'em content. I appreciate your effort to boost the popularity of the other games. Thanks, brother. We have a gut shot. One spade. A lot of rivers go check here. Queen of diamonds, it doesn't. I have a live 4, so he's good. Wow. Okay. All right. I managed to play a big bet mix at Resorts World. That was a lot of fun. Those are fun games. I'm using Poker Base. Not sure what Poker Base is. Is there a poker tracker for poker tracking? Yes. Any poker tracker is well worth it. Absolutely. Is there a poker tracker for Big O? Poker tracker doesn't seem to support it as far as I know. I don't know if there's a specific one. I got one now, actually, just haven't used it. Only played 3 to 4 times a month. I don't think I beat anything. Yeah, aces. Yeah, it is. On the advice on the Orleans. For sure. But, alright, everybody, look at this. For this